Today we're adding and subtracting polynomials. A monomial is an expression that is a number, a variable, or a product of a number and one or more variables. What does product mean? The answer to a multiplication. These are examples of monomials. 12y negative 5 times x squared y, or c over 3. Why is c over 3 a monomial? We were talking about the product of something. Because c over 3 means the same thing as c times 1/3. The degree of a monomial is the sum of the exponents of its variables. So for example, if we have 7x squared y cubed, what is the degree of this monomial? The degree is 5. 2 plus 3. If we have negative 4, first of all, do we have any variables? Do we have any variables with negative 4? No. So that means the degree is 0. The degree is the sum of the exponents of the variables of the monomial. So let's say we have x to the 3rd power. What is the degree? If we have 2a to the 4th, c to the 4th, d squared, what is the degree? A polynomial is a monomial, or the sum or difference of two or more monomials. For example, 3x to the 4th power plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 1 is a polynomial. Each of these terms is a monomial, and this would be either the sum or difference of all these monomials, forming a polynomial. The standard form of a polynomial means that the degrees of its monomial terms decrease from left to right. If we look back at the example above standard form of a polynomial, can we tell if this polynomial is written in standard form? What is the degree of 3x to the 4th power? 4. What is the degree of 5x squared? 2. The degree of minus 7x, and the degree of 1? 0. So are these written in order from left to right? Therefore, is this polynomial in standard form? Yes. The degree of a polynomial in one variable is the same as the degree of the monomial with the greatest exponent. So if we look at this polynomial, what would be the degree of this polynomial? We have to look at the greatest exponent, right? So in this case, the degree of the polynomial would be 4. So we can name polynomials based on its degree or the number of terms. So for example, if we have the polynomial 7x plus 4, what is the degree of this polynomial? 1, because the exponent, the largest exponent, is 1. The name when a polynomial has a degree of 1 is linear. This polynomial has two terms, 7x and 4. So the number of terms is 2, and the name when a polynomial has two terms is binomial. Binomial means two terms. If we have a polynomial 3x squared plus 2x plus 1, the degree of the polynomial is 2 because the largest exponent is 2. When the degree of a polynomial is 2, It means it is quadratic. There are three terms. That means this is a trinomial. If we have 4x cubed, this means the degree of this polynomial is 3. When the degree is 3, it's called cubic. There is only one term, therefore it is a monomial. If we have 9x to the fourth power plus 11x, the degree of the polynomial is 4. That means it's called a fourth degree polynomial. There are two terms, so this is a binomial. If we have the number 5, the degree is 0 because it has no variables with exponents. This is called a constant because there are no variables. There is only one term, so this is a monomial. When we're adding polynomials, we're going to add these vertically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rewrite these vertically. I'm saying 4x squared plus 6x plus 7. Now I have to add the 2x squared minus 9x plus 1. Going to write under it, making sure that I line up the like terms. Have I lined up the like terms? Is 7 and 1 like terms? Can we add them? What's 7 plus 1? 8. Is 6x and negative 9x like terms? Can I add 6x plus negative 9x? So what would that equal? Negative 3x. So 8 was positive, we put a plus. What about 4x squared plus 2x squared? 6x squared? If we have to add 9w cubed plus 8w squared plus 7w cubed plus 4, we're going to write these down vertically, so I'm writing in my first binomial, 9w cubed plus 8w squared. Now I'm going to write in my second one, 7w cubed, I'm going to put it under the 9w cubed. But then I have 4, so do I have anything to put under 8w squared? No, so I'm putting in a 0. And then I can say plus 4. So what do you think I should fill in the top? A 0. Just to hold the spot. So what's 0 plus 4? What's 8w squared plus 0? 8w squared. What's 9w cubed plus 7w cubed? 16w. When we're subtracting polynomials, the first thing we have to do is distribute the negative sign so that then we can add vertically. If I distribute this negative sign, this becomes negative x cubed plus 8x squared minus 11. Now that I've distributed this sign, now I can add. So we can rewrite and say 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x. I'm going to take my already distributed to polynomial, negative x cubed plus 8x squared minus plus 0 minus 11. Why didn't I put the 11 under 3x? They are not like terms. Now I can add vertically. So 0 plus negative 11, negative 11. Negative 3x plus 0, negative 3x. 5x squared plus 8x squared, 13x squared. 2x cubed plus negative x cubed, x cubed. Is my answer already in standard form? Yes.